So it's been a little bit of a stacked year, hasn't it? Oh my god. Now we got Unprocessed with their album Angel. I am so looking forward to this, man. I absolutely love this band. I've been making videos for them for years now, and then I also had Manuel on the pod. And what I love about these guys is that they're getting heavier, they're getting more metal while still being such like prodigies, like truly some of the best musicians in the game, and yet they're writing such interesting, beautiful, heavy, technical metalcore prog music. Like, sign me up. I can't wait. So let's not waste any more time. I'm very excited for this. Buckle up. This is Unprocessed Angel. That's enough chit chat. Before I click play on this, I actually already heard the first song off this album, and that's because I actually was filming an album reaction, but then the power shut off in my house, and luckily I just started my album reaction, so that could have been a big whoops if I recorded like most of it. But anyway, just want to be like transparent, because I don't like it when reactors are like going like, whoa, I've never heard this before, you know? So anyway, Unprocessed Angel, let's get it. Luckily, when I was recording this, I didn't have a visualizer, so this is cool. This is 1101. Jesus. Nice, we got lyrics too. This right hand, dude, it's nuts. God, that's gotta be so hard to play. I love the harmony work. Back to that riff. I love how we're already getting a break in the second verse, and this sounds so pretty with the piano. Right, this part's sick. We're floating it's, and then it comes crashing down. I love how they mix beauty with heavy and technical. Like, it's just, it's right up my alley, man. Fucking banger. The riffs, the beauty in it. Oh! Sleeping with Ghosts, okay. They don't want to die, not really, but the person's inside the night. I haven't heard this one yet. Back to mixing beauty, openness. I love how full on the music is, but then they give these breathing moments. Yeah. And they lock you back in. Oh, he's bringing out the gutturals. English is not even their first language, too. These guys are fucking brilliant. Ah! Ooh. Okay, louder, 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 and God, the phrasing of these riffs, man. Now do that lead. Sick.
They don't want to die, not really. But the pressure inside their mind is relentless, like a storm that never clears. Thoughts circle endlessly, convincing them that peace can only come through
Beyond Heaven's Gaze. This visualizer's sick. Okay. It's kind of crazy how heavy this record is. Like, I'm judging from the singles I've heard, and ooh. Where's this? Like Italy or something? Nice, okay. Is that just a mute? And then going... Sacrifice Me, which we've heard. But not in with the visualizer and lyrics. This is a really cool visualizer, man. I appreciate when bands do something like this. Give you different ways to experience an album. Like one with visuals, lyrics, the other one just like with audio, right? Appreciate that this is taking a lot of the ideas from the last record, but it feels a little bit more ambitious. It's taking the two elements of like, well, more than two elements, but ethereal beauty with like something that's crushing and huge and explosive. It's very dynamic. This is the first single, right? This reminds me very much of Disembodied Tyrant. I like the actual video for this. For this visualizer, it's good too. All right, next up is Snowlover. Okay, we're getting some good songs. This is the more classic metalcore song, I guess. It's funny, it's a lot more simplistic than the other riffs that they write, but it's all they need to do sometimes. Song's growing on me. It still might be my least favorite. Well, there's no denying how infectious this riff is. Okay, new one now. Terrestrial. Okay. The stamina to play this shit live, dude. Alright, we're getting deathcore now. Okay. This is David now, isn't it? Very like classic piss metalcore right now. Oh. Maybe not as much there. Oh yeah, the fact that they're showing David here in the visualizer, clearly it's David, yeah. That's probably sick. Oh, the flow of this one's sick. Nice. Your dress. Okay. Ooh. That's very cool. Almost sounds like he's like tuning the strings while playing that riff. I love the reverb in that riff too. Just this one's cool, man. This one's surprising for me. What the? Is there a fly buzzing or something? Does not sound like a fly at all. Okay. Cue the ambience before we get the next sick riff. Oh, little jump scare. Oh, that's cool. I like that chord change. Ooh, it's like a key change. Down, 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 down. Very, very cool chords that they're playing right now. Down, 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 down. Back to that amazing riff. Where I Left My Soul Now. That was awesome. I found that to be a really interesting song. This is going to be Thrice Stare at the Sun cover.
It starts with a fever, raindrops on the sea. I push my boundaries further until I cannot breathe.
Oh, I'm liking the vocal delivery.
People to care about me, though I can't be the one they expected me to be. Crushing down at the ocean like a deer on the street. Standing there without moving. Do I care at all? Don't stay around me. I don't
Go, Mayo, go. Ooh. Wow, okay. I'm actually kind of enjoying the slower songs, man. I think I'm quite used to their heavy stuff after and everything in between, so anyway, let's rewind that. Backdrop's so cool.
That's what it is to me. Can someone bring me home?
Okay. Someone bring him home. Bring Mario home.
To where I left my
I like how the bass is quite prominent in this song. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the bass is a little. I wish it was a little bit more prominent in the album, but here, back to that like scratchy, glitchy effect. Is the one with Fever 333 next? I need to queue that one up because I want to watch the music video. Or left my soul. That's the one we just heard. So Solara, okay. Golden light in every room, but mine still feels like a tune. Yeah. This one's cool. I know some people were a little like polarized on this one. I found that Zelly's feature might not have fit. I liked it. Especially in the context of the record, I think it gives the album more variety hearing Zelly on it too. Alright, when it's going to start itself over. I really like this chorus, man.
You're the sun, you shine everywhere.
Yeah, for people that didn't like this one, like, what are you talking about? That chorus is awesome. But here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I understand why people might not have liked this, but I don't know. I like Pale Face Swiss, so it's just different. And that change of the snare is awesome too. It pops. Alright, screwed up. What girl broke your heart, dude? First song, okay. There's a lot of songs on this record. These words aren't yours to understand. These verses were written by mankind. They were meant before time. Something. And that's super pretty. Is this... Where is this? I'm just going to say Italy. Honestly, it sounds like it could be part of a movie soundtrack. Until it goes... Bam, 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 bam. I don't know what that was.
Down and see what's left.
It's supposed to be a
There
guitar.
is sand, nothing more. They build, they pray, but none of it reaches me. I speak in the first tongue, sharp, divine, forgotten. These words aren't yours to understand. These verses
I always do a British voice because it's always so elegant.
mine, before time dared to begin.
Ooh. Be cool if like a band was like super polarizing and did like a southern accent or something. That just a hillbilly accent. I think the coffee's working. Was that it? Oh, it was like an interlude. Okay. Okay, now we're going all like emo indie. This is pianos become the teeth now. But why'd you have to leave me again?
I used to get hurt like that. It's in the perfume, I guess. I still put it on again for them to feel.
I'm actually really liking the slower songs on this.
In my world. But nobody's there for more.
Ooh. He's really improving as a vocalist.
But nobody's there for more.
Okay. Yeah, I'm digging this one too. Okay, that's cool too. Ooh, this is really cool. Love the phrasing on the last measure there.
Shouldn't have gone this far now. All that's left is the future and stillness of not turning back. Lost in my thoughts as the daylight is back.
Is that still manual? Oh. It's still staying while it's getting heavier instrumentally. Dude, this song's fucking gorgeous. Yeah, fuck. I'm really liking this one. I don't know about you guys, but that's one of the highlights for me is that one. Perfume, right? Yeah. Okay, we got Head in the Clouds next, so I got to pull the video for that one. And it's with Fever 333, which definitely was into Fever 333. I like some Let Live too. But okay, let's watch the video. Oh, okay, so they're using a lot of the same visuals.
So what's it gonna be? You gonna give in or you gonna get free? I know you was depending on back-to-back, so cracking type of dance on me. But I don't care, there's a million repairs to be
I find this weirder than the Zelly feature, but I like it. It's just...
So what's it gonna be? You wanna feel love or you wanna feel free? And I know you can't compare the feelings, but there's a right there for me. Damn, everything you love will go. Wither away, never return, that I know. But I will keep my head in the clouds, eyes above.
This is a little bit more similar to Let Live. Not really. It's not Fever 333, well, in terms of the rap. I love how slower paced this one is with that riff. Christoph, insane drummer, dude.
All night, all day, they gon' hang around till you fall asleep. Burritos like that. Wait until you dream that all up in your head, keeping you between the thoughts and the screams.
Oh, right. Did I say Christoph? I think that's the guitarist. Fuck, my bad, dude. It's Leon. I knew I was saying that wrong. Okay.
I tried to hide. This is like salt in my wounds.
Okay. Down.
On and on, that's the way it goes. All they wanna know is how far you go. On and on, that's the way it goes. No, you can't change it, so don't try to change me. 'Cause all they wanna know is how far you'll go to give the world a show. Don't try and save me.
Okay, that's a cool transition. Love the effects, the unpredictability. That's a weird song, and it's really weird to have Fever 333 in that. It's just not conventional, and that's what I can appreciate. Did I love the song? Not sure, especially in the context of this record and all the other songs that we're hearing, but like it's still interesting. Okay, then we're finishing off the record with... Oh, we had a music video for Beyond Heaven's Gate too? Damn, they're dropping a lot of videos. I missed that one.
Verses weren't written by mankind.
Yuki. Yeah, anyway, this fucking banger. Let's get to it.
These verses weren't written by mankind.
Eat us, compete, drink better life, repeat. Eat us, compete, drink better life, repeat.
This fucking song! Oh my god. The fact that they play this shit live. Being the singer and the guitarist. I wonder if like the mixing's any different than the original single. Gotta love that riff too. That chord progression too, so fucking filthy. Yeah, keep it going, so chromatic too. Right, he did gutturals in this track too. Stop.
I feel a fire, I'm burning through, and my desire, it always finds a way to show.
This fucking song.
I'll take what's mine.
David just surprising all of us with that sweet, sweet cello.
I feel a fire burning through, and
I like the electronic drum kit that they use here.
always finds a way to show.
Rim shots could have sounded nice here too.
I'll take what's mine and leave some notes. I feel okay if I'm
Nice vocal layering.
when it arrives. I want you to know it's been a fight. It's like inside has complete. Has complete.
Get me that complete.
It's like inside has complete. It's like inside has complete.
And that riff. This fucking song. I think that's still my favorite song on the album. But we have a lot to talk about. All right. Unprocessed, Angel. Let's talk about it. It's always interesting when a band drops the last song on the album as the main single, and a song that we've heard like, you know, a while ago. Unless you're brand new to this album, then maybe you were blown away by that track, and I hope you were, because it definitely is one of the standout songs of that album. But regardless of the singles that I've heard and how this all fits together as one album, which is what I want to focus on, is before I talk about the album and like the songs I really enjoyed, I just want to talk about just like the tones and the style of this and the scene that it's in, because this is a metalcore record, and sure, it could be like prog metal too, but it really feels like a metalcore album, but it's so distinctly different than everything else. You know, metalcore tends to have a lot of the same kind of plugins from like Neural DSP. They played a lot of the same kind of guitars, a lot of the same kind of Ibanez guitars, and Unprocessed is playing Ibanez too, but just the tones and the ideas in this are a little bit different. They do come from like somewhat of like a prog scene too. And it's also mixing a lot of modern metal ideas, or some of that Bad Omen style, especially from Manuel's vocals. But it just feels so uniquely different than everything else that it can be a little bit tough for some people to get into. The production, the guitars, it's just a little bit different than everything else, but it doesn't mean it's bad. When people say like, oh, sounds bad, that guitar tone is bad, that's all subjective. There's no right or wrong. It's just you're not as familiar with it, because if every band was using this same kind of tone, then this would sound generic, right? But it's not. It's using a different kind of tone, and that's what sets it apart. So it can be a little tough to get into it if the sound is just not really gravitating towards you. But I think with some familiarity and repetition, hearing it through, more and more times, then you're going to enjoy the sound of this record, because it's just a breath of fresh air. Now the album is so strong, right? It has so much variety within the tracks, these big climactic moments, these big breakdowns, these intricate riffs, these beautiful ballady kind of softer moments too. It's just an album with enough variety and ideas to keep it interesting the whole way through. I do have some issues with the pacing, which I'll get into, but really this record is such a standout album. Now, after hearing And Everything in Between, which was their last record, and also, I've heard some Gold, I've heard Artificial Void, I've heard the previous stuff from this band, that I feel like this is the most similar to And Everything in Between, and it really feels like they found their sound. They're locking in that modern metal sound, still being technical progressive metalcore too. So this record doesn't feel like a huge step up from And Everything in Between. From hearing that record, which absolutely floored me, because if you've been following on Process and you listen to Gold, which felt a little bit more Polyphia, a little bit more chill, And Everything Between just dialed in the metal and went crazy with it. This record is kind of similar in that regard, so it's not the most surprising listen for me, but it just feels like a more focused, unprocessed. And if you're brand new to this band and this is the first time you ever heard them, then hopefully you are blown away by their sound, and I highly recommend going to check out their previous record And Everything Between. So I guess for me, I wasn't fully surprised with this record, but I definitely appreciate how locked in they were with their sound and their identity. And their sound and their identity is just fucking brilliant in terms of musicianship. The guitar work is absolutely intricate. Leon's drumming is so complementary to everything that's going on. The use of blast beats, for example, is tastefully done, where we can look at other bands, especially in deathcore, where it's just like it's overdone. I think blast beats can be an effective tool to, obviously accentuate the intensity of the music, and they Unprocessed absolutely knows this. That's just one example of how I appreciate the drum playing in this. But what I also like is Manuel. Obviously he's the guitar player, he's the vocalist, he's the mastermind really behind everything that's going on, but that's not to overshadow the other members. The other members are fantastic, but Manuel is such an incredible guitar player and vocalist. But what he does differently on this album is that I really feel like he's focusing on his singing. The guitar work has always been outstanding in this band, but I really feel like he's improved some of the vocals, and that's something I definitely love about this record. I feel like it's even more obvious in the slower songs, some of those melodies and some of the way that he transitions into these falsetto notes. It's crazy how much range he has and how much more confident he sounds with some of these ideas, that I feel like Manuel's vocals have improved on this album. Don't get me wrong, they were great and Everything in Between and the previous stuff, but I really feel like he's trying new things and just honing in on his skills, which is honestly crazy because he has so many skills. But another thing that I like about this record is the slower songs. Speaking of the songs themselves, I wasn't as surprised as some of the heavy songs, but the intro 111 and the second song were actually fucking crazy, and I love those songs. But going through the record, and after Snowlover and some of the singles that I've already heard, I felt like the album started to get more surprising when it started to slow things down. I think Unprocessed is so good at just creating this chaotic, intense metal that is progressive too. I use the phrase less is more a lot, and I felt like when they did the slower songs, that less is more phrase really came into fruition, because I started to get pulled into the music, pulled into the breaks in music, and then it would explode with these big triumphant moments of guitars and vocals and other ideas, right? That those slower moments actually spoke to me just as much or even more than some of the heavier stuff. But that being said, the 111 and the first two songs on this record are absolutely nuts. The features are also nuts. They could be a little bit polarizing. Zelly, the having Paleface Swiss on an Unprocessed album sounds a little bit weird, but they managed to make it work. Fever 333 was even weirder for me. Hearing Jason do these rap vocals, he's got this LA style vocal and working with this German prog metalcore band, it just seems so weird. And it was weird. I don't know how much I love that song, but I can still appreciate that they're doing something unconventional. There's a lot that I like about this record, but I do find, if I'm going to have some criticisms with it, is that it felt like the pacing was a little bit off. Although this album has so many strong ideas, there was a couple of moments that were, I started to get less surprised at the music, even though the music is still hitting me with these big breakdowns, these like crazy moments. It just started to lose its impact. And that could be the time length of this record, but it also could be just because I was not getting as surprised as a listener. But I still appreciate everything that's going on. That's something I noticed, is that the pacing was a little bit, towards the second half, started to get a little bit jarring for me. But I still had a lot of fun with this record. I still love it in the grand scheme of metalcore, right? I find that this is so refreshing. And another criticism that I might have with this record kind of goes with the surprises that I'm talking about. And a surprise doesn't have to be like a big breakdown, but I guess, for example, Dark Silent Complete started to bring in a cello at the end, which on first listen would have been really surprising, but since I already heard that song, it wasn't for me. But I feel like there was opportunity to do a couple more moments rather than focusing on riffs and vocals. I feel like this band is so skillful with what they can do that there's a couple of ideas here that I could predict what was going to happen. I could feel the chorus coming. I could predict a breakdown coming. And I guess this doesn't always matter, because it feels like, you want to enjoy the journey, and it's fun to know when certain things are happening. But I feel like since this band is a little bit more progressive, a little bit more experimental, that some of the ideas felt a little bit conventional, like there's a build up to a breakdown, or like before we got to chorus, we had that little break before we got Emmanuel's vocals, and then we got into the band kind of kicking in for a chorus. Like, these are all ideas to make a good song. I just feel like On Process tends to be a little bit more unconventional, that when a lot of the ideas were starting to get a little bit conventional for me. But at least to counter that, the structures were unpredictable. For all the songs, I need to go through the album again to appreciate the song structure. So there's a lot of things I like about this album. There's a couple things that I need to sit with, but overall, such a solid album from Unprocessed. I love what these guys are doing. I really like the guys too. And friggin' Manuel is a homie. He's such a nice guy. Every time I talk to him, he's always open to chat. He's just a very easygoing guy, and he's quite humble too, which is, especially for a man of that talent, makes me even respect them even more, right? But great record. I like it the same as And Everything in Between at the moment, because they both do similar things, and Everything in Between was a little bit more surprising on first listen, but I love how locked in and how they're finding their identity even more with this record. Like, honestly, in the future, it'd be even cooler to hear like a more conceptual album, I feel like, because some of the songs, I love how all the songs have variety and there's just different ideas, but some of the transitions and the spoken word parts on this record makes it feel like it wants to be more conceptual. If it was more realized into an album, because I feel like this band can do an album start to finish, which, I feel like Artificial Void was really good in that regard. But I feel like in the future, like if they wrote a conceptual album that just had such a distinct flow and these twists and turns, but for an album that is consisting of 13 tracks or so, I absolutely enjoyed this one. I'm going to stop talking. This is a 8.3 out of 10 for Unprocessed. Angel, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life, guys. What you think about this album, I'd love to know. If you've gone to this point in the video, seriously, and you haven't clicked off, then I appreciate the share, man. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave, like, the video. Make sure to check out Unprocessed other music if you're just discovering them now. Seriously, such a standout, unique band, and they continue to pick up traction. So show them some love and support. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.